Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into Keytown Sports. It's Keytown coming back to talk about the college football playoff national championship game between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And this is the game that you have all been waiting to see ever since Ohio State punched a ticket last week over the Texas Longhorns. Now, to know the last time, I'm going to give y'all some history. Last time Notre Dame won the college national championship was 1988, and Ohio State last time they won was in the 2014 college football season. So now that we got that out the way, these are two prestigious programs that have built their programs on defense and quality quarterback play. And let's not waste any more time. I am going to give you team statistics when it comes to the Ohio State Ohio State Buckeyes. Now, the Ohio State Buckeyes are led by Kyle McCord, and Kyle McCord, he has had a great season. Now he has had a couple slip ups, but since the playoffs have started, he has came back with a vengeance. Now that early season loss versus the Oregon Ducks came back in the Rose Bowl and eviscerated the Oregon Ducks. Then they played the Texas Longhorns a week and a half ago. And now they are in the national championship. Notre Dame, I'm going to give you them. Notre Dame played Georgia, shocked the college football world in beating Georgia. Then they played Penn State and won versus Penn State off of a late game Drew Aller interception. And now they are in the national championship game. So first off, what I'm going to do, Kyle McCord, he threw for over 3,000 yards. Travion Henderson, 926 yards, leader in rushing. Marvin Harrison Jr., leader in receiving yards. Steele Chambers, leader in tackles. And Jordan Hancock, the leader in interceptions. And we also see that the Ohio State Buckeyes are led by a three quarterback system. Here is the Ohio State Buckeyes rushing attack led by Travion Henderson. Here is their hold on. I'm gonna let y'all get a good look of who has been rushing for the Ohio State Buckeyes throughout the season, since this is the last game of the college football season. So everybody get a good look. Place your bets accordingly for tonight's game. After tonight's game, I will give you all my 3-minute post game reaction to the 2024 college national championship game. Now, here is the Ohio State Buckeyes receiving corps led by Marvin Harrison Jr. As I say, I'm going to give you all a good look of who has all been catching passes for the Ohio State Buckeyes throughout the entirety of this season. And here is their kicker, Jaden Fielding. Here is that Ohio State defense that has only been allowing 12 points since the playoffs. Well, excuse me, not since the playoffs started, but all season. The Ohio State Buckeyes have been allowing 12 points on the defensive side of the ball. And I'm going to give you all a real good look of who is all on the defensive lineup for the Ohio State Buckeyes. And there are a lot of X factors that I see on this list that could have a game changing play tonight. So look out for all of these guys. And I'm going to go down real slowly for this list. This is the Ohio State defense that I'm talking about. Now you see all of these guys that basically at the bottom that hasn't had a lot of playing time. Those are what I call X factors. See, a lot of players don't play a lot in the regular season, but come playoff time, you have got to have your top dogs ready, and you got to have your second and third stringers ready because they might have to make a critical tackle or make a critical play in order for you to win a game. Now, as far as the offense for the Ohio State Buckeyes, offense has averaged 30 points a game. Third down efficiency for the Ohio State Buckeyes is 42%, which is decent in college football. Fourth down offensive efficiency is 55%, which is decent in college football. I've seen better statistics from other teams throughout this year. So now we see what the Ohio State Buckeyes can do. Now let's shift on over to what those Notre Dame Fighting Irish players. Let's see what they can do on offense. They are led by they are led by Riley Leonard, Riley Leonard, and also they are led by Riley Leonard, and here is their rushing attack for the season. And the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, excuse me for a minute. Hold on, let me just see where. Hold on, let me see how to. Let's see. So, so there is some. So there is some minor technical difficulties. This is the Fighting Irish team from 2023, but I am focused on the team from 2024. So they are led by Riley Leonard. They are also led by Riley Leonard. They are also led by their running back. Now, their running back for the 2024 season, he has been averaging 123 yards per game. Also, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, they have averaged 38 points per game throughout the entirety of this season. The third down offensive efficiency is 45%. The fourth down offensive efficiency is 58%. So now, what do we expect to see from Riley Leonard, the wide receivers, tight ends, the running backs, and what do we expect to see from that defensive line? I'm going to tell you what I expect to see. I expect for Ohio State to win this game because of two things. It's hard to run on the Ohio State Buckeyes defense, and I'm expecting this to be a close game, but if it's not a close game, it will be because Notre Dame has turned the ball over multiple times. And I do mean multiple times because Notre Dame, they've benefited from, I would say, throughout the season, a pretty much of a easy schedule, not tough because they played teams like Navy, who they just dominated, and they played Army, who they dominated. Ever since that early season loss to NIU, Northern Illinois University, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish has won every game since then, and also their defense has played better. Now, I'm going to give everybody a history lesson right now, because everybody just stay with me for a little bit. Now, this is the seventh time that the Ohio State Buckeyes and Notre Dame Fighting Irish has played each other since 1936. 1936. So, 1936 was that was a close game. But the times before then, Ohio State won in blowouts, and the largest margin of victory throughout that 6 game winning streak for the Ohio State Buckeyes has been 21. Now, this is the 7th all time game that the Ohio State Buckeyes and Notre Dame Fighting Irish has played, and this is the very first game that they've played against each other where the college football championship is on the line. So as of right now, I am going to give you all the point spread for the game when I find it. As of right now, the Ohio State Buckeyes are an 8.5 point favorite. Do I think they will cover this game? I certainly believe so, and I am picking the Ohio State Buckeyes to win this game and bring the championship back to Ohio State. Notre Dame, they run the ball so well, but against a team that emphasizes stopping the run, Riley Leonard is going to have to throw his way to a game tonight. And I just don't believe that Riley Leonard will have the wide receivers and the capacity to throw his way to a game. Excuse me. I expect the Ohio State Buckeyes to have about at least 2 or 3 sacks on the defensive line. And I expect the Ohio State Buckeyes defense to make it a rough night for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And with that, that is my outlook and prediction for the 2024 college football national championship game between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. That game will kick off shortly after 7:30 tonight, and it will be on ESPN and all of its other networks. You can hear it on ESPN Radio. You can see it on ESPN Plus. You can hear it. You can listen to it on ESPN Radio. You can see it from anywhere in the world as long as you have ESPN. This is going to be a great game, and I cannot wait for everybody to see this game because I have been sitting on this game for a while, and I am just so excited. This is the second national championship game that I have ever covered. Last year was a complete classic and entertaining, and this one is going to be a complete classic and it's going to be entertaining. So with that, that is my prediction and outlook for the national championship game. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, click the notification bell to get notified of all of my reaction videos, shows, and other content. And also, please like, share, and follow Key City Sports on Instagram. We are now on Instagram now. And one last thing, remember the key is always on time.